Today we'll talk about our Ditty bags. A Ditty bag is one sack, one bag that you just keep a variety of things in. A first aid kit, a hygiene kit, things like that. So we have here mine and Sherry's. So Sherry's is here on the left. She's just using just a gallon freezer Ziploc bag for hers. And inside are other Ziploc bags containing the items we'll talk about here in a minute. And for mine, I have a 2-gallon Ziploc bag to have some waterproofing, and inside of that is the Six Moon Designs bag that contains all of my individual items. The Six Moon Designs bag is water resistant. It has taped seams, but it's not waterproof. So I'm going to add an extra layer of waterproofing with the 2-gallon bag. So let's take everything out and spread it out here on the counter, and we'll show you what we've got each inside of our Ditty bags. Alright, this is Chris here. I'm going to go over everything I have in my Ditty bag. So it's the Six Moon Designs bag. It's a really good sized bag. Like I mentioned, it's not waterproof, but it's water resistant. The seams are all taped, but it doesn't have the waterproof zipper. It just is a standard zipper. So this will go inside of a 2-gallon Ziploc bag in my pack, and that will keep everything that's in their own individual Ziploc bags dry. Put this aside and let's get on to it. So the first thing we'll talk about in my Ditty bag is vitamins. We take a variety of vitamins on a daily basis. I'm only taking 3 things. I have a glucosamine, a magnesium, and a C60 in here. The glucosamine is great for the joints. Magnesium is good for just about everything. Your heart, your joints, your muscles, recovery, all of that. And the C60 is another product that's good for a lot of different things. It really helps just with overall health and wellness, overall stamina throughout the day. So these are the 3 supplements that I'm taking with us, and we will have every month a new 30-day supply sent to us. So that's my supplement bag. Next I'm going to talk about are my towel tabs. These are really great. There's 50 of them in here. They're just small compressed tablets that when you add a little bit of water to them, you can just start wiggling them and working them out and pulling them out to a towel that is about the size of a baby wipe. These are extremely lightweight. I forget what the entire bag of 50 here weighs, but it's very minimal. I'll probably use 2 of these a day to clean up. One in the morning to get started, definitely one at the end of the day. If you don't do something at the end of the day or even during the day to clean up, the sweat is what causes a lot of chafing issues. Sweat can cause blisters on your feet. So this is the salt rubbing. So towel tabs for sure, probably 2 a day. Those are coming with me. Next, I will have my toiletries kit here. I've got a lot of stuff in here. Let's just go over these real quick. Pair of scissors. These are going to allow me to cut, which I will look at here in a second. In my first aid kit, we have some kinesiology tape. In there, just cutting a variety of things. I'm taking a pair of scissors because I want them. Number 1. Next I have some dental floss. I have my toothbrush and toothpaste. This is a really great little toothbrush. It closes completely, and then you open it up like this, and you have a toothbrush. And you can close it up and it keeps the bristles clean, air holes for draining. So toothbrush, toothpaste. Next, razor for in town. Going along with the toothbrush and toothpaste, I have some dental work in my mouth where I really need to clean in between my teeth on a very, very regular basis. So I'm bringing some little dental bristle brushes here. Some soap. This is Dr. Bronner's unscented. This is a 2-ounce Sherry bottle. Yeah, one ounce. It's a 1-ounce bottle of Dr. Bronner's soap, unscented. I've got a pair of nail clippers. I have some Q-tips that are just busted in half, broken in half, Q-tips. I have a tendency to snore, so I have some nasal strips. Not that I won't be part of a snoring chorus at any given time on the trail, but if we're someplace where there's nobody else and I'm trying to sleep and keeping Sherry awake, I can have some nasal strips. I have a mirror. This is just a camp mirror. We got it at like Fred Meyer. It's actually a really good mirror for you know, the cost of it. It's pretty inexpensive, but it's a good mirror. So that will bring a mirror. And I'm bringing deodorant. This is a crystal stick deodorant. I use this every day, this style of deodorant every day. And it's not so much to help keep the stink down as it is to help me not be sticky. Because if I'm sticky, then chafing can happen and it's uncomfortable. So I am bringing a thing of deodorant. This one thing should absolutely last me the entire 6 months and then some. So that's that. Let me move this out of the way and I'll get to the next bag. The next bag is going to be my first aid bag. I have in here a variety of things. Let's go through them here real quick. This is the kinesiology tape I mentioned. They're strips of about 10 or 12 inches long. We've rounded both ends off. This is great to help with if you have to tape up your knee, if you have knee pain. A lot of athletes use this stuff. So I have, what, 5 or 6 strips of this here.
You can also use it on your foot.
Yeah, for my foot, for the plantar fasciitis that I'm kind of working through. There's just techniques to tape certain ways to help with certain problems. So this is coming. This is a pump spray tube of bug spray. This is Picaridin by Sawyer Products, and Sawyer's the company we get our water filtration from. They also sell bug products, so bug spray. Got some hand warmers coming with. Let me just dump this out here. Okay, getting more into kind of first aid-ish. This is Celox. I've got a couple packets of Celox in here. It's a blood clotting powder. Let me try to get that out so you can see what it is. It's a blood clotting powder. If you've got a cut that won't stop bleeding, you can just kind of open this up, pour it in, and help stop the bleeding. This is a little packet of Desitin diaper cream. Good for chafing. We'll bring, Sherry has one of these too. We'll bring a couple small bits of it, and if it really works for us and we like it, we can always buy a larger tube in a town and then repackage it again for our needs. Band-Aids, just standard Band-Aids. I've got about 4 or 5 of them in there. In this little bag here, I have a few packets of some sting relief pads, alcohol swabs. There's some triple antibiotic in here. I have gauze, and this is Leuko tape here. This will help with blisters if need be. I've got a little baggie with some Pepto-Bismol tablets, a little baggie with some Benadryl tablets, and a baggie with some vitamin I, ibuprofen for pain relief. So that it would be everything I'm carrying in my first aid bag. This is kind of a miscellaneous slash repair bag. I've got, this is extra lead. We're carrying some pencils in my waist belt pack. My pack waist belt pockets. I have a pencil, a mechanical pencil. So this is just extra lead for the pencil. This is some Gorilla Tape. It's duct tape wrapped around a really heavy straw. I know this is about a foot long length of it for little repairs. I've got an extra smart water bottle top. Oh, this one hadn't been used yet. There we go. Extra smart water bottle top. These can either get lost, or this little hinge in the back here can wear out over time, or they just get nasty and you want to replace them. I have a little mini Bic lighter. These are O-rings for our Sawyer squeeze. If they get lost real easily, apparently. I think one of the main problems is people tighten their filter down too much. They think, oh, I gotta tighten it down really, really hard. And it kind of warps the O-ring and they can fall out and you don't notice it until it's too late. So I have some and Sherry has some. We probably won't need 4. I think Sherry has 6. But if somebody else should need them, we have extras to give out because this is a biggie. And this is just a little repair thing for my sleeping pad. A little cement and a little repair patch thing. Okay, I have one more item. In my Ditty bag, in my toiletry kit, I'm going to need to carry some tampons and some pads for getting my period every month. So this will come in probably a bag about this size of products that I will need every month and just replenish as I need them. So I think that's all for everything that's in my Ditty bag. I will gather everything back up here and clear this out and let Sherry come in here and show you what she's got. Things are very similar, but she does have a few other items that I'm not carrying. There's no need for both of us to double up on things, so we'll let Sherry get into it here in a second. Okay, Sherry here, and I'm going to show you what's inside of my Ditty bags. I'm going to start with my toiletries kit, which I keep inside of a little Dyneema bag from Lightsmith. It has kind of a flat bottom, and it will stand up on its own. Let's just dump it out and see what's inside. Well, since they're all over the place, I'm going to start with earplugs. That's kind of a necessity for me. I am a light sleeper, so I'm grabbing a couple. These are the Max, M-A-C-K, Max earplugs. I have toothbrush and toothpaste. And this is the foldable toothbrush. I tried the other kind and I did not like them, so I like this as just self-contained. But yet it has like an air hole on there so it will breathe. I have a razor. Also have the camp mirror. It's a really good size and actually very clear. Also have the Dr. Bronner's unscented soap, 1 ounce bottle. This will actually be in, I will be keeping this inside of my, what we call the poop kit. So I will have the hand sanitizer available and also the soap for washing up. So that will just be accessible in my hip belts. I have a little pair of baby nail clippers, which work just fine for me. Thank you to Nutty Hiker for pointing those out to me. I really like them. And also the little tooth flossers. It's in between your teeth. Have those available as well. That is everything that is inside of my toiletries kit. Moving on, I also have a pack of these expandable towels. Great for cleaning up. Also carry the big bag of supplements and vitamins. So I carry, as Chris does, the magnesium, the glucosamine, C60. I also take a product called Carditone, and I have some natural sleep aids as well that I take. Okay, we'll call this bag the first aid bag. Bug spray. The tape that Chris already explained. I have, I think, 6 pieces of that. I have 4 Band-Aids. 2 hand warmers. Q-tips. A little thing of gauze that we can make Band-Aids with the tape here, so we can use that in conjunction with that. Little pack of sting relief. Little packets of alcohol prep pads and antibiotic ointments. And also a, let's see, do I have 1 or 2? I think I just have 1 of the packets of Celox. One of those. I have, this is for my little toe. My little toe sometimes has issues. It's a little silicone toe separator. So I'm going to keep that on board if I need to use that for my little toe. A little pair of fine tweezers for splinters and, God forbid, ticks and anything like that we need. Pepto-Bismol.
ibuprofen, vitamin I, Benadryl. And then I also have, instead of the Pepto-Bismol, this would be my first line of defense. It's called Nux Vomica. It's a homeopathic sublingual that helps with stomach issues and nausea and things like that. So this would be something I would take before I would take the Pepto-Bismol. And I also have another homeopathic supplement called Tea Relief, which helps with arthritic pain and things like that too, which I would take prior to taking the vitamin I and see if this would help me out prior to that. And also a little thing of the Desitin for chafing, you know, zinc oxide. And like Chris said, if this helps out, we might just get a little tube and just keep it on board at all times. But we'll give this a try. And this was also thanks to Nutty Hiker. She recommended that, so we're certainly going to give it a try. Okay, that's everything out of the first aid. Let's move all that aside. And my last bag, we will call repairs and miscellaneous parts. Let's see what we got in here. Mini Bic lighter. Extra smart water pop top. I have the coupling for our water filtration system, the Sawyer squeeze. So this can attach to the Sawyer squeeze and go onto a gravity bag or onto the smart water bottle. And what it does is it helps it to flow, make for a gravity feed, makes it a little vapor, or not a vapor, but gives it a little venting system so that it will squeeze through easily. Also have a little item called a P38 military can opener. So if we find something that we really are dying for and it's in a can, we can open that up and dump it into a Ziploc baggie or whatever we want if we're in town and we see something. I have a few little fire starters from Lightsmith. Also for our Sawyer squeeze, Chris mentioned the extra washers that go onto the filter. And we have plenty of extra. We actually called Sawyer or emailed them, and they sent us some additional ones just to have on board while we're hiking, so we can give them away if we need to. I have a little sewing kit, which includes just one needle kind of threaded through this little piece of cardboard here, black thread wrapped around that. There is also a needle threader, that little metallic needle. Here's a needle threader, so it helps you thread the needle easy. And a safety pin. That's all that's in there. Chris is also carrying floss, so we can use floss as well to repair anything. I have 3 pieces of what we call tenacious tape, and that is used to repair just about anything you need. It can repair the tent, your jackets, anything that needs repairs. You can just cut off a little piece, stick it on there. Works wonderful. We also have, like Chris showed you, we also have the duct tape too. I have just one hair scrunchie for lashing things down. Not for ponytails, but keeping things under control. And I also will be carrying a couple of pages, not all of these, but just a couple of pages of, this is the Write in Rain paper, so it can get wet and you can still write on it and stuff like that. So just if I want to leave a couple notes for if anybody's coming up behind us, things like that. So I'll be carrying just a couple of pieces of that, not all these sections. So that is everything for extra parts and repair.